Hey, you got it. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. I have a question. What is the future of Milwaukee? I'm just wondering. Because I have some ideas about some things that are going to come. I know October 1st is the beginning of the last quarter of the year. I talked about that maybe last week, about what's going on and what's going to be happening in the coming weeks. But because of some things that have happened in the city in the last week or so, I have some updated things I think that are going to be happening in the city of Milwaukee. Now, I think there are some negative things that are going to be occurring. And I don't think we should always be positive. I don't think we should always pretend to think everything is going to be great. Everybody going to be singing howdy, howdy, because that's just not true. I don't think so. I think that there's some calamity coming. I think it's going to be some struggling times coming. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be struggling too. Same as you. But I also think that until we take a good look at some of the things that are coming, we will not be ready for it. This week on Wednesday, we'll have Northwestern Mutual coming in and talking about the female pay gap as it pertains to Black women. But we have issues in this country that we have not addressed yet. So I don't know if a pay gap will matter if I don't have a job. And I think that through COVID and prior to COVID, when jobs were plentiful, COVID, along with money being dumped into the economy, has had a profound impact on people in America. But I'm not concerned with people in America. I'm concerned with people in Milwaukee. So based on conversations I've had with people, I've got three things that I believe will happen in Milwaukee between October 1st of 2022 and June 30th of 2023. If I'm wrong, no harm, no foul. If I'm right, life is about to get tough. Number one, there will be financial turmoil. If you've been watching the news lately, you know that people keep talking about the recession is here, and it is. But I think the recession is hitting people who were already struggling, didn't have savings, don't have fixed income coming in, and at a rate and in an amount that if they cut back, they can survive. We're going to have recessions on major corporations, I believe, this fall and into at least the first and second quarter of next year. You're hearing about companies that are financial companies that are in the financial arena that are starting to lay people off in New York. So if you can imagine, when America gets a cold, the Black community gets the flu. So we've got some financial turmoil. We've got recession hitting pretty big. Someone who I playfully call my assistant producer said, now the middle class, right? You know, you suburbanites shop at Target, right? sometime. Usually shop a little more up, a little more, bougie. But when the middle class start shopping at Target all the time, when the middle class start shopping at Walmart, at dollar store, which is now like $5 store, right? I don't know if you can call it dollar store because of recession. When everybody starts shopping in the same place, a recession has hit the middle class and the upper middle class. Financial turmoil. There are going to be recessions with major corporations. Number two, we're going to see an increase. Have you noticed not just an increase on violence, but we've got an increase on randomized violence, that people are deciding to victimize people on a spur of the moment. People are literally being robbed because it's an opportunity robbery. You just happen to be there. You just happen to sit in your car too long and somebody came up and robbed you, carjacked you. So number one, financial turmoil, recession, major corporations, major issues where upper middle class, lower middle class, and everybody struggling will all be shopping in the same place. Number two, increase in random crime. Walking down the street, minding your own business, driving your car, get hit by a car and carjacked. But then number three are the layoffs that are coming. When people start to lose their jobs and the tax base gets short, how will people with pensions get paid? How will city workers be able to be paid? There's a crisis coming. And it sounds like everyone is silent. There's no voice. But I attribute that to a lack of leadership. As we sit and wait, as they say, for the shoe to drop, we'll sit and watch as communities that are already in despair are joined by middle-class communities who fall into despair. And for me, that in and of itself is the future of Milwaukee.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
This is 1017 The Truth, Dr. Ken Harris. And